Well, Sweden and Croatia both qualified for this summer's European Championships, whilst neither may be classified as favourites to win it. On their day, both possess enough talent to equal most. Croatia have an excellent record against the Swedes, having won all previous meetings, both home and away. In fact, Sweden have only scored once in that run, Ibrahimovic, unsurprisingly, 9 years ago. Beric taking every one of these friendlies, he said, seriously indeed. For him, there is no inclusion of the inexperienced. It's a 20-man squad. He wants to give decent amounts of playing time to all 10 of this 11 started against Turkey. Whilst Croatia have Ireland, Italy and Spain this summer, Sweden's task no less unenviable, with France, England and joint host Ukraine. So the international unveiling of new striking sensation Guidetti, well, that will raise hopes, is going to have to wait a bit because he's on the subs bench tonight, although it appears that he has been promised a role at some stage. That is a bizarrely strange record that they've got. They've only met 3 times. This is the 4th occasion, but as we said, Sweden are still looking for that first ever victory over Croatia. Modric. It's the 60th match in charge tonight for Slaven Bilic, since he took over on the 1st of August back in 2006. A long-time survivor. So even an infield, not going to get it, and the first free kick is given. This is Schildenveld. This back four is the preferred back four with Vida Simic and Joluka. Touch off by Ibrahimovic, and it's offside. Big reception when he came on the field tonight, Ibrahimovic. Well, Elmander has been in very good form for Galatasaray this campaign. Look at his achievements this season, 11 goals. It's his best season since he was with Brøndby back in 2006. And a big chance here. What on earth Pletikosa was doing. Elmander again, showing just the type of form that he's shown with Galatasaray. Real energy to get involved and get stuck in. And he nearly profited then as well. This game has always been built on industry and hard work. And Zukic. Most experienced is Pletikosa in the same fact of all time. This is going to be Cerna. Here's another. Simic. Cerna. And Steve Pletikosa, the keeper. 90 caps apiece. Not far off of Dario Simic, who holds the record for appearances for Croatia with 100. So presumably they will pass that mark before when the European Championships is up and running. And that was Olsen getting in a bit of a fix. This is Martin Olsen with the throw for Sweden. Physical opening to this game here today. John Guidetti, who you could just about make out in the thick of the faces there on the bench. And this is Cerner who's going to take this. Schildenfeld has come forward. You can see him right on the penalty spot there. Olsen standing just in front of him. Well, wasn't the worst strike of the ball, but really the odds of scoring from that range, not great. Looking for his 20th goal and his 90th appearance tonight is Dario Cerner. This is Mellberg. Kallström. Almost letting it bypass him then. Kallström losing out as well. It's a fairly sparse crowd here tonight. The weather has had something to do with that. Luka Modric, who picked up an award just before the start of play today. It was Schildenfeld. There's Kallström. Pletikosa has come out again. Oh, bad bit of decision-making, but there looked as if there might have been an infringement before that. Well, he's having a night to forget, Pletikosa. Right, now just watch this. Elm going through. Does he handball? Here it comes. Oh, he does. Should have been an infringement before that. Nobody saw that. Ibrahimovic then. And Ibrahimovic, good strike. Enough power to get it beyond Pletikosa. And Sweden into the lead. And 9 years after his last goal against them, he's on the score sheet again. Good strike of the ball. 29th international goal then on his 75th appearance. There's Svensson. Kallström. Svensson winning it in the air. Much of this game is bypassing the Croatian midfield. Luka's down. And he'll play it out there, Kallström. Well, that is bad news indeed. Might well have done a hamstring there. You can see holding the back of his leg. Pranjic is going to warm up. Well, this is bad news indeed. Just recently signed, of course, for Bayer Leverkusen on loan from Tottenham. And has settled into life quite well. There you can see, just there, no challenge. He settled into life well. He was involved in the match of the weekend in the Rhine Derby against Cologne, and he's been really complimentary about the setup at Leverkusen and how he's fitted in. And it's all gone really well. And that would be a big loss. Here he comes then, Pjanic into the game. Some important game time for him. He's a player who has been largely left out of things at Bayern Munich in the last season or so. He made his views very plain and clear that he wanted to move away during the January transfer window, but that was denied him. A whack on the back of the head for Elmander. 9th club he's at with Galatasaray. He's much travelled. Well, there's plenty of discussion, but there is only going to be one striker of this. It's Ibrahimovic, who's telling Kallström to get out of the way, and indeed Svensson. And here he comes. Ibrahimovic hits it well. Good save. And Toivonen in, but he couldn't get there quick enough. Well, he's at Rostov these days. And Pledikosa. Ball was swerving in the air, dipping. It was an awkward one to deal with. Ibrahimovic again, trying to get it through for Elmander once again. This time Pledikosa reading the danger. With throw-in taken, Mandzukic. The player that was interesting at Tottenham Hotspur a while ago, the forward from Wolfsburg. Well, they're getting bodies back behind the ball. They look well organised, Sweden. There's Rakitic. Pjanic on the overlap. Rakitic. Cerna far side. Olic waiting in the penalty area. So to Mandzukic. And a corner kick it is. Schuldenfeld again moves in toward the near post, aimed toward him. Clearing header from who else? Ibrahimovic. You cannot keep him away from the ball in this game. There's Elmander. Ibrahimovic is going to get it back again here. Sliding challenge there by Vida. And he just followed through a bit on that. He went for the ball. Elmander is just reminding him it's a friendly game. Well, Sweden are really pumped for this game. Well, he is apoplectic, isn't he? Now, just wants to slip the ball through. Vida did win the ball. And Ibrahimovic just couldn't hurdle the challenge. He's got a yellow card for it as well there, Vida. Unlucky, I think. Plays with Dinamo Zagreb, so he's well known in these parts. Just his 8th appearance tonight. He didn't know where it was, and Ibrahimovic again gets it back. This time he just overcooked that. Modric has got it. He's been literally non-existent in the first half. Modric is Pjanic. So Pjanic is looking his slimmest and most athletic. We've seen him for a long, long time. Certainly a different physique to the one that he had when he was playing with Heerenveen, that's for sure. Oh, gee, it didn't do him, hasn't done him an awful lot of good yet. Only one goal in the last season out. That was a half a chance then. Has done very little wrong and continues to impress just about everybody. Luka Modric, his reading and vision of the game. It's Melberg. Simionic. There's Pjanic again. Never scored for the international team. Was a target of Everton earlier on in the campaign. Last season, the first season in his actual entire playing career, Pjanic, that he never scored a league goal. Oh, Olsen! What an interception! Well, Croatia draw level, but what was Isaacson doing? Stood literally in the middle of his penalty area, going nowhere. He was neither coming nor going. And if he'd stayed on his goal line or fairly close to it, he would have just simply caught that ball, but he was never going to get it. So what he was doing coming for it, you've no idea. And Olsen obviously had no idea where he was positioned either. And all of a sudden, from nowhere, Croatia are back level. Jonas Olsen with the own goal. Well, disappointment for Hamren. In the first half that they have dominated here. Is Modric. Now it's the Croatians who are ending on a high here. End of a fairly ordinary first half here. Modric. Schöner again. Third on the all-time list of scorers is Schöner. There's only Eduardo da Silva and the rather legendary Davor Suker who were in front. Modric again. Zvida. Toivonen. Quiet first half for Toivonen. As Schöner. Well, the ball didn't appear to have gone out of play, and it was a bit harsh for a free kick, that. Here's Schildenfeld. And there is the half-time whistle. It is a first half that Sweden have dominated here. And they took the lead through an Ibrahimovic penalty. But then Croatia drawing level from this bizarre moment when Jonas Olsen put over the top of his own keeper, Isaacson. Ibrahimovic has been the best player in the first half, but he knows that he's going to do something to stimulate some type of performance out of his team. They've been disappointing in the first half. And he will expect a whole lot better in the second. Half-time then, Croatia 1, Sweden 1. Welcome back then from me, Tim Capel. Half-time changes are going to be rung in. There is the first of them, as you saw. Jelavic is coming into the game. So too is the second top scorer elsewhere It's just change after change after change. Guidetti is right in the thick of it there, the number 21. 19, Nico Kranjčar is coming on. And 22, Eduardo. 9, Jelavic. Well, as we said, there is only one who has a better scoring record than Eduardo da Silva. It's his 45th appearance for the national team tonight. Holman is coming in there, that's him, number 18, and Guidetti, the number 21. The Manchester City owned, but playing for Feyenoord. He's had an incredible first season, Guidetti. Rarely off the back pages. The fans at Kuip Stadium in Rotterdam love him, and for good reason. With his goals, 18 or so, 18 plus. A few penalties in there with that as well. Larson coming on too. He's been, Guidetti, part of the reason why Feyenoord have had such a good season so far. Well, they kept a clean sheet in the last 3 competitive games, Croatia. Looked as if they could have conceded plenty in that first half. Last meetings between these two. World Cup qualifiers in 2005. The World Cup, Croatia won home and away. That was Holman. Here he goes again, Ibrahimovic, bursting with energy. Ibrahimovic going on his own, Holman's in, and Larson with the follow-up inside a minute of the restart, and Sweden back in front. Well, the goal was made by the sheer enterprising play of Ibrahimovic. Yet again, and if they can harness displays like this from him when it really matters for Sweden in the European Championships, when the spotlight is on him, when the pressure's on the team to deliver, then Sweden have got as good a chance as any as getting out of the group. Fourth international goal in his 39th appearance for Larson. There's Pranjic, is Schultenveld. At 15 is Vida. Jelavic. Well, Vernbloem seemed to have done a decent job. The referee disagrees. And we have a free kick here. Rakitic it's going to be. That's Olsen doing the organisation of the wall and the defence. Rakitic just biding his time patiently. Now, what can he do? Rakitic over the wall and about a half a metre wide, and Isaacson had only realised it had passed him as it flew by because he didn't move, didn't see it. Yet to score a goal for Sevilla this season, Rakitic. Came via Schalke in Bundesliga. He was highly rated, had a pretty successful spell when he was there. He's having a decent game, Pranjic. Just gives you a reminder of a contribution that he can make, and what a decent player he can be. Here's Toivonen. Oh, he got that all wrong, Toivonen. 13 goals this season. He's on course to equal and beat his best, which was the 15 that he scored for PSV a year ago. And like Ibrahimovic, came through the system at Malmo. But the two forwards up there, Toivonen and Ibrahimovic, could have amongst their best ever seasons this year. Ibrahimovic, he scored now 16 goals in the last 12 games that he's played in. Could have his best season since the 25 that he got at Inter back in 2008-09. Free kick given. In fact, if he does go over 20 goals, it'll only be the second time he's done that in his career. Ibrahimovic now is Cerna to take the free kick. Schultenfeld has come forward again. Cerna wasn't the worst delivery, but Mellberg got to it first. Simunic in there, and Rakitic, great strike, and a very good save from Isaacson. Look at the technique from Rakitic to hit this first time. Here it is, off the outside of his right foot. Jelavic has moved to the back of the penalty area, and again, it's defended fairly well. No, it's not gone out of place. Cerna's got it back in here. Great chance, and the opportunity for Schultenfeld. Didn't get anywhere near the amount of power that he needed. There's Granqvist. Isaacson, flick on there by Ibrahimovic. Great flick on there. Now Guidetti's through here, and he's been called offside. That looked very, very touch and go there. Now, was he? Oh, it's... Well, he looks at least level. It's... Again, you can barely criticise for that, because it takes a replay, and a slowed down replay to even show that he was indeed onside just. Oh, challenge from behind was not a great one from Eduardo. Donetsk player these days, Eduardo. How much his previous club could still do with his talents on the field. There's Simunic. Not a great ball by Simunic. Larsen was there to intercept. Toivonen in the penalty area. Guidetti is there as well. Larsen. Again, it is all Sweden. Perisic, who plays for Borussia Dortmund, is coming on. He's had a good season as well, his first season. Settled into life in Bundesliga very well from Brugge, over the head of Ibrahimovic. Just missing out Olsen as well. 18 there is Holman. Cerna with the throw. It almost looked like a foul throw then. Modric back to him. Modric, he's under pressure here. Cerna has to go back to Pletikosa. Guidetti giving chase. This is Brandic. Schultenfeld. And again, Cerner. You can sense a bit of frustration around the crowd here tonight. They are not watching a vintage display here from Croatia. Kranjčar under pressure. They give it away again. Ibrahimovic, Guidetti wants it laid through the middle, so does Larsson. Lovely ball, Larsson, and that's a fine goal. What a good goal that was from Sweden. But again, the architect, the man with the vision to make the pass and the quality to play it right was Ibrahimovic. Looked as if he was going to play this through for Guidetti. At the corner of his eye, he saw the run of Larsson, and that's a great finish. And Croatia are just being overpowered, outthought, outmaneuvered in every department at the moment. By, it has to be said, a very good Swedish team here. Well, maybe due to the fact that I think some of the people back in Sweden, some of the media and the fans have downgraded the potential for Sweden this summer. As Modric is rather an upplaying of England's chances, really. There's a view or a tendency that they feel that it's England and one other to qualify from that group. Well, if you look at the performance of Sweden, not only tonight, but in the match against Holland, that final game, it shows when the occasion's right. And they're playing to the top of their game. They are not the one-paced, often rather dull defensive team of the past. They're moving the ball about well here and continue to do so. It was Olsen. Not going to get there, Martin Olsen. There's Eduardo. Toivonen into Olsen. Ibrahimovic. Everything he touches turns to something productive. Larsson. And Holman. Again, it's another great passage of possession football, this, from Sweden. The opposition isn't up to an awful lot. Croatia standing off and not really getting themselves involved in the game here. Really uncomfortable this must be to watch for Bilic. Not used to seeing team performances like this. And how long is this passage of play from the Swedes here? How many passes before Croatia feel like they want to get involved? And in the end, they don't win it back as Sweden give them the ball. It's a good blend of the experience with this Swedish side. They've got two of the most senior, Olof Mellberg and Anders Svensson, who've been around for, it seems like, forever. It's going to be a free kick. The challenge on Modric. Lead Svensson, by the way, made his 126th appearance here tonight. That is some record. He's only 17 now, actually, behind Thomas Ravelli. Modric off then for Vukojevic. Well, he's done his bit, I suppose, but he too, like everybody else, has been under par. There's Olsen. Perisic does score a lot of goals in the latter stages of games. 3 of the 5 that he's got this season for Borussia Dortmund have all come within the final 2 minutes. Very nearly given straight back to Guidetti. There's Perisic. He's bought as the replacement for Nuri Sahin when he left to go travelling to Madrid. Jelavic waiting in the penalty area. That's his strike on the turn. Took a deflection off of Olaf Melberg. His 112th appearance for the Swedes tonight. He's the 5th most capped of all time for the Swedish national team. Here comes Rakitic again. Great ball in Rakitic, and Eduardo's offside. Is it me? Yes, it is. Give him some service. It shows you what he can do. Predatory, though, he has not been in this game tonight. Poor challenge. Yeah, he must be ecstatic with the performance that he's put in. Good positioning again from Larsen. Well, since he's come on, he has been a hive of activity every time he's got the ball, and this player has been the man of the match. Well, listen to the round of applause that Ibrahimovic is getting from everybody here. Well, must be a source of great pleasure and satisfaction to him. He's been making the headlines for plenty of things back in Italy in the last week or so. He'll be happy to get back on the field and do what he does best. There is no doubt of the qualities this player has. Continuing frustration as far as he's concerned is the continual almost doing down of his own achievements, or in some people's minds the lack of them. This ludicrous suggestion that he never ever does it in a big game or against a big team, usually written by people that have zero knowledge of what he's about or what he's achieved. Perisic leaves it. Wishes he's probably gone for it because he puts Cerner under pressure there. And Schildenfeld. Jelavic. Olsen to take. Schildenfeld, he gives away the free kick. Well, he had that one opportunity. He's certainly not had the amount of service that he's normally used to getting in a Feyenoord shirt, that's for sure. Granqvist's throw. Back it comes again. Olsen will leave it. It's a good run, this. Barami. Well, there's plenty to discuss for Croatia. They've got a hugely difficult group, but they're relishing the challenge of being in with one of the biggest names in world football in their group. Spain, incidentally, in action tonight, beaten Venezuela 5-0. And a great night for Soldado in that game, because he's put in a hat-trick there. Well, a few facial expressions that probably underline how most of the people around these parts are feeling after this performance from Croatia tonight. Certainly not going to be anything like the level of display they're going to need to be putting in when they get to those European Championships. Croatia. Guidetti is through the middle. This is Barami. Now, is he going to shoot? He does, and he pulls it wide. Another of the players that is based in Eredivisie in Holland. He's still in with a chance of winning a championship medal with FC Twente. There's Cerner. How many men they got back behind the ball again, Sweden. Denying the crossing chances, and again Cerner turns into Olsen. Barami. Final few seconds of the game. This is Guidetti. And bang on cue, the referee calls time here, and it's greeted by whistles around the stadium here in Zagreb. It has been a dominant display from the Swedes, and they have, for the very first time in their history, defeated the Croatians. Ibrahimovic with the penalty. Olsen then levelled it with an own goal. Disappointed Modric going off, not half as disappointed as him. And then those two goals in the second half from Larsen. Deserved victory. There's the man of the match, Ibrahimovic. From me, Tim Cable. Bye-bye.